I'm going to show you how you can go from zero traffic to highly targeted traffic using the same secret techniques as applied by top marketers globally. It doesn't matter if you are a newbie or if you've been trying for some time with little to no results. You can attract potential buyers to your website and make some serious money following 3 simple steps. I've been in the business of selling information for years, and I can tell you that it's a very rewarding experience when you can generate sales and leads day in, day out with just a few clicks of your mouse. First, let me ask you this. Are you interested in knowing how successful online marketers are able to generate that impressive amount of traffic to their website? Do you wish to be the envy among these high-end profiles yourself and triple your sales? Or perhaps frustrated that you're not getting the results that you want no matter how much time and effort you invest? If your answer is yes to all the above, then I've got something for you. It's a step-by-step training course on how you can continuously attract visitors to your website. This might just be the game changer that you need to turn things around. Considering that, you are struggling with low website traffic and weak conversion problems. You are looking for ways to start an online business but don't know where to proceed from there. You have probably tried reading books and attending free seminars but are not getting the immediate results that you want. You could be making the newbie mistakes that should be avoided at all costs. And there's no better time than now to start turning the tables in your favor. Without further ado, I present you Buyers Traffic Secrets. This is the go-to master guide for website traffic increases. Finally, you too can be the next marketer rock star and start raking in massive paydays. You'll be the most sought-after online marketer and the envy of your peers. Here's what you can look forward to in this training course. The 7 important phrases of a funnel that can increase your website traffic. Secrets behind why paid traffic is a much better option than free traffic. Reasons why you should start using content marketing instead of traditional marketing. And ultimately, increase your revenue and generate as much as 5 figures on a regular basis, plus much more. At last, you can start getting fantastic results from your responsive list of buyers and start generating quick bursts of cash. Getting this course won't cost you a fortune. You don't need to be tech savvy. In fact, if you feel you're a newbie right now, perfect. This course is designed especially for you. Click on the button below to secure your Traffic Buyers Secrets course. I am also backing my offer with a 100% satisfaction guarantee, or it's your money back for the next 30 days. I am willing to let this go at such an insanely low price because I want to prove my worth and value to you. So there you have it. Click now on the order button.
Now in this module, let's talk about how to build a funnel for buyers' traffic. You may ask, why a funnel? Well, let me tell you why. I believe the majority of you are struggling with low traffic and weak conversion problems. Is that right? Are you struggling with getting traffic to your website or converting that traffic when it shows up? You think that you're losing your buyers, wasting your opportunities, or whatever it is. Let me tell you this. These are just symptoms of a much greater problem. What is the problem? You've guessed it right, a funnel problem. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, there's this one step that I want to remind you to take before you can grow any company. Now, what's that first step? The secret formula. Let me tell you the 4 questions that could solve your problems. First of all, ask yourself, who is my dream client? Who do I want to work with? Who do I want to attract? Is it the same thing when it comes to asking yourself, who is my dream guy or girl? I'm sure every one of you have asked yourself that question before. So tell me why you asked yourself that. Because you want a clearer picture of who that ideal someone is. Am I right? You don't want to just date anyone who's interested in you. So the same thing applies to this. You have to ask yourself, who is your dream client? What are they passionate about? What do they look like? What are their goals, dreams, and desires in life? List out the characteristics of your dream clients. It would be even greater if you could just find a few physical pictures to represent them. I know this may seem a little silly, but it does magic. Go through this short exercise yourself to find out how impactful it is. After doing that exercise, you already know who you're trying to attract. So the next thing to ask yourself, where can you find them? Where do they hang out online? Are they on Twitter or Facebook? What blogs do they read? What groups are they a part of? Then just list down a few of your dream clients that you think might be hanging out online. The third question you have to ask yourself is, what bait will you use to attract them? It could be a DVD, a CD, audio recording, or a physical book. Anything your dream customer would like or pay attention to. After all, this is the whole point of using a bait, right? You want to attract your customers to buy from you. Therefore, it's important to know what your customers want. You have to create the right bait. There's one thing about human beings. We all love results. People really don't care about the process to get there. People want to see the end results, am I right? So the last step you have to ask yourself, what results do I want to give them? Now that you know who your dream clients are, where they are, you've got the perfect bait. Now it's all about the results you can offer. What then would you do to guarantee their success? It is very important. It is where you want to take them. I know this is a really simple exercise, but I just want you to take a few minutes now and really answer those 4 questions. Now let's talk about value ladder. Why value ladder? Because it's an essential ingredient for the sales funnel. Remember talking about the funnel problem in this previous module? So in order to start working on a sales funnel, you have to build out a value ladder. Don't worry, it's very simple. All you have to do is to think a little harder, be more creative and innovative. Just some simple steps and you can double or triple your sales. How great's that? Are you excited to know more about this? Let me explain how a value ladder works. It's pretty much like a ladder if you see how we structure it. Basically, the vertical axis shows the value of the product or services that you'll be providing, and the horizontal axis shows the price. And of course, you want to bring your dream client to the top right-hand corner of this graph. It's where the highest value is provided, which means it's also where you can charge the highest. However, in order to attract your dream clients to reach the top, you have to make sure you're using the right bait. So ask yourself, what do my customers want? What can I offer them to make them ascend the ladder? If you do it right, you'll be able to move your clients to high-end services. The higher the value you're able to provide to your customers, the more you can charge. Oftentimes, people focus so much on the front-end products, but they neglect the back-end products. Remember, both are equally important. You don't want to lose your customers after purchasing just one of your products. If you want to beat out your competition, you need to construct a solid value ladder. Have you ever come across a product you really like, but you ended up walking away because it was too pricey? I believe we all have. For example, fine dining. Not everyone can afford it, and it's pretty obvious that they are only targeting the high-income people. Hence, we can come to a conclusion that the highest level service might not be the best fit for all people. You need to provide a wide range of offers so you get to attract more customers. You need to be different from the rest. You need to build a deeper funnel with more offerings. To put it simply, you need to build a funnel that will help you do 2 things. Firstly, you try to attract as many customers as possible. You provide value to each of them at the unique level of services at an affordable price. Customers are willing to purchase as long as they like you, see the credibility in you, and the value in what you're providing. Secondly, you target different groups of people. You target the ones who can ascend the value ladder where you provide the most value and make the most money out of it. These are your dream clients, and you don't want to just offer them one front-end product and bid goodbye to them. A buyer is always a buyer. Once they buy from you, they are going to keep buying as long as you can provide them value. Now, let me walk you through the process. As you can see from the diagram, the funnel, it consists of different steps. A funnel moves people through the sales process. Above the funnel is your potential customers, and they're entering as your traffic. At the top of the funnel is the bait you use to attract your customers. It's important to get the bait right, to know what your customers really want and pay attention to. In this step, you have to start placing ads featuring your bait and attract your potential customers. Next comes your front end. It's where you'll start selling your products. Potential customers will start raising hands, and a certain percentage of your traffic will purchase your offer. However, you do not stop there. You continue to move to the next step in your funnel. Introduce the next product or service in your value ladder. As you move down your funnel, you'll have to keep offering more value in your products or services. This is how you attract people to buy. Ask yourself, if you do not see any value in the products or services you purchase, would you still spend money getting more? Of course not. Hence, the key factor is to keep offering values and charge higher prices. As you move down your funnel, there will be lower percentage of customers attracted as compared to the front end. It makes sense, right? Although the value you offer increases, not everyone is willing to pay more, right? Trust me, continue offering more values and charge more prices as you move down the funnel. At the end of the day, what matters? Attracting your dream clients, am I right? Now, in this module, we'll talk about pre-framing. It's important for you to know the concept of pre-frame because each step in a funnel is a pre-frame for the next step. Now, for those who don't know what a pre-frame is, I'm just going to briefly explain what it is. Pre-framing is a really powerful tool that allows you to let someone know in advance what is going to happen. There are no limitations to this. You can have unlimited potential with this tool. Now the next question you may ask, why do you need to pre-frame? How can it help me solve my problems? Well, let me ask you a question. What do you think your initial action would be if you are faced with something new or something that makes you feel uncertain or uncomfortable? To reject, am I right? What about another scenario? Have you ever been dragged to an event, a party, or a seminar? You're there just because your family or friends want you to. You have no idea what to expect. You have no idea what's going on. How do you feel? Uncomfortable? Kinda lost? This is why you need a well-done pre-frame. A well-done pre-frame can eliminate potential doubt, hesitations, objections, disagreements, etc. With a pre-frame, you are giving yourself the advantage of handling challenges while they are small or even non-existent. Therefore, this tool should be used in every step of your funnel so that you can build relationships and get visitors to continue to buy from you. Building relationship is essential because people usually buy from people they like or trust. Now, that being said, it could also skyrocket your sales, whether it's the products or services you're selling. So if you spend time and effort on this, the results will follow. After all, you want to focus on the process to bring the best outcome, don't you? Now, here's my scenario that I want you to picture yourself in. If you know that you want to sell a product at a price that is slightly higher than the market price, what should you do? Pre-frame. You've guessed it right. You should bring it up first so that you can pre-frame it and allow your buyers to know in advance. Assume your buyer is a sharp business person. He must have done his homework to market research and knows what you're selling at a higher price as compared to your competitors. So how should you pre-frame it? You should tell them in advance that you know you're selling at a higher price, but you have to tell them how you're different from the rest. Can you provide more values, or is there any special packages, etc.? Because you started with pre-frame, it is more likely that the buyer will respond the way you want her to. And that's the state of mind you place someone in as they enter the next step of your sales funnel. Now that you understand pre-framing, I'm going to guide you through the 7 powerful phases of a funnel. First of all, you have to examine the mindset of the traffic before it reaches your site. In other words, you have to determine the traffic temperature. I know many of you have only paid a little or no attention to this, but it's important to know which of the 3 levels of traffic that come to your website. Is it hot, warm, or cold? Hot traffic is made up of people who already know who you are. These people are the ones who have subscribed to your podcast, read your blog, and are on your mailing list. Basically, you're going to talk to these people like your friends because you already have established a relationship with them. You can use personality-driven communication. You can share with them some of your personal stories, experiences, and opinions. Now let's talk about the second traffic, the warm traffic. These are people who don't know you, but they have a relationship with somebody you know. This is where joint ventures partnership work well. This level of traffic lends credibility to you, so people who don't know you will trust you and feel more comfortable when checking out your offers. For the cold traffic, it's made up of people who have no idea who you are. They don't know you, they don't know where you came from, they don't know what you offer, and they don't know whether they can trust you. These may be people who find you on Facebook, or maybe they stumble across your blog posts or articles. The most important thing to know is to figure out is the traffic temperature so that you can build the right pre-frame bridge, which will be covered in the next module. Now I'm going to teach you one of the most important concepts you can ever learn that will boost your sales, opt-in rate, and effectiveness of your traffic, and lead to generation efforts. It's called the pre-frame bridge. Now that you've figured out the traffic temperature, all you have to do is set up the pre-frame bridge. Note that different types of traffic need different bridges. The frame of mind that people are in before they visit your capture page plays a huge difference in your conversion rates. For the hot traffic bridge, it's the simplest among the three. You don't have to do much because you already have an established relationship with these people, so you don't have to do a lot of pre-framing or credibility building. You can probably just write a blog post or send out a quick email with a link to your landing page. These people like and trust you, they already know who you are, so they will listen and do as you suggest. Now, what about the next pre-frame bridge? In the previous module, we talked about the different types of traffic temperature. Can you recall what the warm traffic is made up of? Can you guess what types of bridges are needed to get to your landing page? Of course, it's a little longer than a hot traffic bridge. All you need is a little note of endorsement from a person they trust, such as a personal email or a lift letter from a JV partner. The most important thing is to have you and your product endorsed from the list owner. It could be via email, article, video, etc. As for the third one, I'm sure you know it would take the longest. This is where a little trick comes into play. I'm sure many businesses out there are losing these kinds of customers. Why? Because they don't know how to convert these cold traffic people. Let me teach you how to set up a cold traffic bridge. First of all, you have to know that it is totally different from a hot traffic bridge. You can't just send an ad or an email and direct them to your landing page. You have to know that cold traffic people have no idea who you are. So for people who know very little about you, you have to build credibility and trust. You often need a whole separate page that they go through before they go to the landing page. This separate page is your bridge page. It should be able to provide value, educate, and also enable them to better appreciate the offer. More importantly, you have to make them convert. You don't want them to stay as your cold traffic forever, do you? Therefore, you have to put in some effort to set up the longest bridge among the three traffic with the goal of dramatically increasing conversions. Now, I'm going to list down a few ways to pre-frame an offer. You could do it through blogs, YouTube testimonials, and also a survey or quiz. The last one's quite interesting. Do you know how it works? Let me tell you what the trick is. Now, in a survey or quiz, people ask certain questions and get the mind's wheels spinning in a particular direction. What do you think they'll do next? Curious for answers, am I right? This is when they click over to the landing page where you reveal the answers or solutions. Now that you've covered this module, I'm sure you can really scale your business without losing any of your cold traffic. Now let's talk about the 3 ways to qualify subscribers. The goal here is to take all the 3 traffic, the hot, warm, and cold. In this case, you do not target specific traffic, but you take all the traffic. You want to find out who is willing to give you their contact details in exchange for more information. Note that if people are not willing to give you their contact information, they are unlikely to invest money in you later. It just makes sense, doesn't it? Would you go on a date with someone whom you have rejected when he asked you for your number? Very unlikely, right? So in this phase, you want to qualify your subscribers. It's usually done through squeeze or opt-in pages that offer something with value in exchange for contact information. People do not want to waste time or money on things that demonstrate no value. Hence, it's important to put in some effort when creating the option-in or squeeze page. After that, you can start qualifying buyers. You want to find out who among them is a buyer because, after all, you know that not all subscribers are your potential buyers. One thing to keep in mind, qualify your buyers immediately after you qualify your subscribers. Qualify buyers right away. Don't wait a day or a week. This is when a value ladder comes into play. After qualifying your buyers, you offer them something of value to get them hooked. Attract them and use the right bait. It is through this process that you'll get to know more about your buyers. Once you have identified who the buyers are, you can market to them differently. Don't forget that you've got two lists in your hand. One is your subscriber list and the other one is your buyers list. You can treat each of these lists differently. You can send them a postcard to talk to them over the phone or even add them to a separate email sequence. After you've identified the buyers, you want to identify the hyperactive buyers. From the term hyperactive, I'm sure you know what it means. Don't you love hyperactive buyers? I'm sure you do. So you have to identify these kinds of buyers as quickly as possible. You don't want to lose this opportunity to attract such buyers. These are the people who are in some kind of pain and are willing to buy more than one thing at a time to alleviate that pain. You must identify your hyperactive buyers. Know who they are and treat them differently. Increase the chain of upsell. Ascend them through your value ladder by identifying the Hello, and welcome to the second topic on why paid traffic is better than free traffic. In this video, I'm going to let you know the reason why paid traffic beats free traffic. First of all, there are a growing number of brands, products, and services that are currently embracing the cost-effectiveness of content marketing. It's important to understand that even the most affordable marketing strategies to drive traffic require some financial investment. If you think that free traffic is a better option than paid traffic, you may want to consider utilizing paid traffic instead if you want to improve the effectiveness of your content marketing campaigns with relative ease. Now, you might be wondering why paid traffic is the better option compared to free traffic. Let me convince you with a couple of reasons. First of all, paid traffic allows you to easily earn highly targeted viewers. Highly targeted viewers are basically your target market, and by using paid content, it's easier for you to reach wider and faster compared to free traffic. Unlike using free content marketing platforms, paid traffic sources provide vast features for you over your ad copy, banner designs, and other advertising elements, which can develop your site visitors into your highly targeted traffic. Google AdWords, Facebook, and other PPC, pay-per-click sources easily allow you to target your highly targeted viewers by a few different factors, such as demographic, region, and devices. Up next, instead of heavily relying on broad promotions that cover all sectors or relying on organic search traffic, paid traffic campaigns, such as buy-sell ads, can be set up to easily drive highly targeted viewers to your website and content pieces. Whereas tools such as Alexa and Compete.com allow you to choose specific niche websites that are relevant to the content that you want to promote, as well as making sure your highly targeted viewers are interested in your content. Additionally, it retargets features on AdWords, Facebook, and a select few programs that you can use to reduce the issue of banner blindness among Internet users. Banner blindness is essentially a phenomenon in web usage where Internet users would consciously or subconsciously ignore banner images, which are mainly due to broad promotions. Content discovery platforms such as Outbrain or Zamanta does content promotion for you on similar pages across the web. Links will be placed in the front of the target market who have recently consumed content on the same subjects. Moreover, this platform offers features to you to filter your traffic by device and region. This is to ensure that the paid traffic comes from visitors who are likely to convert. When it comes to free traffic, most business owners, particularly for those who own small or medium enterprises, heavily rely on SEO, search engine optimization, to save cost on their digital marketing campaign. Because owners should understand that SEO has never been nor will it ever be considered a free traffic. SEO takes a lot of work to maintain. With that comes the cost of an SEO firm or consultant is necessary to help identify opportunities and prioritize them. Furthermore, there are marketing tools that require cost to drive free traffic. So, what are the major setbacks with using free traffic? Firstly, it's time itself when using SEO. SEO generates tangible results from all of your efforts in a very slow time frame, which is mainly due to the process involved where the content is indexed by the search engines. Since SEO requires a longer time to generate sufficient results, it would also take a longer time to achieve a good return of investment, or ROI, from all your efforts. Due to that, it's an unfavorable situation, especially for small businesses that require substantial revenues in the short term, which they will use as revolving funds to maintain their continued business operations. Similar to paid traffic platforms, SEO will still require a big investment to gain highly targeted viewers. Unless the SEO is managed on your own, such as attracting backlinks and producing content, SEO is not a fully fledged, free digital marketing tool as most people would consider it. In the end, you may just end up hiring external support to build organic links and other SEO marketing activities to generate sufficient results from all of your marketing efforts. It would certainly happen if you are operating and marketing in a competitive niche market. Being at the top on the first page in a search engine result page is one of the most important aspects to gain substantial traffic, as most internet search users will likely not scroll past the first page and disregard the following pages. Using SEO or any other free traffic platforms will not provide immediate or guarantee to reach the first pages of the search results by just using the keywords that you are targeting with. Comparing between paid traffic and free traffic, you could see now that there is no such thing as free traffic. The amount of time and investment you pour in just to get an average result is not worth it at all. With that amount of resources, it's a sensible way to invest on paid traffic and get the best results from it. If paid traffic is the way to go, you would be asking yourself, what paid sources should I be using then? I'll list down the top 5 paid traffic sources that you should try and then apply it to your online marketing efforts. Compared to other top paid traffic sources, Google AdWords is the go-to option for every business person, even if it's a small or medium business. AdWords is basically the all-rounder paid traffic solutions for both search and display advertising. The best way to understand a visitor's intention to purchase your product is through understanding what the person is searching online, and AdWords is versatile in that aspect. It's still necessary to drive your visitors into visiting your site by using online marketing tactics and great content. Follow-up platform is the Facebook ad, which provides exceptional effective ways of driving targeted paid traffic. Facebook ad allows you to target audiences that are mirrored close to your existing customer base. Essentially, Facebook searches for people that are similar to your customers that have purchased your product before. Additionally, Facebook provides various options to target, such as demographic, geographic, contextual, or even behavior. Due to constant updates of the Facebook platform, it's necessary to keep tabs with the changes occasionally through blogs and updates. Next is Outbrain Amplify, which is similar to Google AdWords and Facebook. Amplify provides a cost-per-click bidding system, a function to test multiple headlines directed to the same content, device targeting, and geographic targeting. Compared to the other top platforms, Outbrain Amplify primarily works best in fostering relationships through great content to drive traffic to sites. If you're venturing into the B2B market, LinkedIn ads could be a great paid traffic source for you to drive traffic to your site. LinkedIn ads have three main advertising options, which are sponsored updates, display and text ads, and in-mail. Compared to other traffic platforms, LinkedIn ads allows you to target by job title and job functions. Other targeting options are location, age, gender, skills, company by name, industry, company size, school, and group. Among the top traffic sites, LinkedIn ads is priced on a cost-per-click basis, and it is expensive with a standard starting price at $4.50. Last but not least is Twitter ads, which provide good targeting options. Similar to Facebook ads, Twitter ads allow you to target by keyword, interests, and followers, and even a tailored audience. Similar to LinkedIn ads, it's quite pricey out of the gate, unless you have significant data for viewer targeting already. Overall, when it comes to the comparison and the differences between paid traffic and free traffic, you can see why paid traffic is essential if you're looking to gain the best out of your online marketing investments. Additionally, I hope you could understand and determine which traffic platform would ideally suit your business. The most significant point in building traffic is to build trust and showing value first, and you will gain results from these on your desired traffic platform. Hello, and thanks for choosing this video course. In this video, I'm going to show you how to generate traffic with media buying. Some people like to use a busy highway or billboard analogy to better understand the concept of media buying. The ad networks represent the billboard space. The billboards represent the ad space, and the sites they're featured on act as the busy highways. Think of the media buyer as a trader buying low and selling high, but with ads instead of stocks. He looks for the best ad placements and aims to monetize the traffic with the highest paying ad programs. The more expensive the spot, the greater likelihood your ad will be seen by more people. Remember, high traffic websites are like prime pieces of real estate, well positioned on a busy street corner with plenty of passers-by. A lot of publishers and advertisers are in fact media buyers themselves. If by chance they're not, they'll sure want to collaborate with one. Without further ado, let's get started. First things first, a media buyer needs to buy traffic if he wants to do well in this business. But not just any traffic. A treasure trove of traffic holding tens of thousands of visitors is more like it. Since this kind of traffic volume is not typically attained through one website alone, the smart and savvy media buyer will always try to diversify his sources. Unfortunately, all traffic types are not created equal, and since the media buyer doesn't create traffic, he has to buy it. Rotation on network is a campaign in which your ads rotate on a network of sites. This traffic typically consists of different sources such as websites, blogs, and forums. All these traffic sources in turn creates the RON. However, a RON can mask top converting or rubbish traffic. Therefore, take a closer look at domain names ending in .tk and traffic coming from any unindustrialized countries because they usually don't convert well. In some cases, some of the great networks allow you to backlist or, in some much rarer cases, whitelist some of their RON traffic. On the other hand, remnant traffic is a traffic at a discount. Essentially, it's the leftovers, and this is the reason why it's sold at such bargain prices. But you know the saying, leftovers of others make a feast for some. The harder to convert traffic of industry players may actually become your benefit if you have a decent geo-targeting strategy. Now that we have seen what you can buy, now is the time for who you can buy. The ad network is a player in the industry. It's the company that serves as a bridging point, as traffic broker connecting buyers and sellers alike. The ad network can be thought of as a conductor in an orchestra leading a symphony of publishers and advertisers, which means baton in one hand, traffic in the other. You may be wondering, why go through a broker at all? Well, since the network purchases higher volumes of traffic over a longer period of time, it has access to a larger array of traffic types at a more reasonable price. It's always better to get your feet wet in something new once you have a basic understanding of what's to be done. In this case, ad networks make traffic buying simpler. They make traffic buying for the beginner easy to do, and they tend to offer support if you run into trouble along the way. For those who have a thinking of independent, self-made, and successful online entrepreneur as a thing of the past, you need to stop thinking like that. There are still a lot of site owners out there that won't sell their ad space to networks. They themselves prefer dealing with their site's traffic monetization operation. The lone webmaster might look like an ant compared to the big, powerful ad networks out there, but when you put a bunch of ants together, they build wonders. The art of media buying is not something that's assessed by a panel of has-beens on a cheesy talent show you'd find on television. It's measured by the ability to make cold and hard cash. Let's start at the beginning. In the same way that the media buyer doesn't generate traffic on his own, it should be noted that he doesn't create content either. It's never been more important to find great products to market to your traffic. Ever heard the phrase, "You can catch more flies with honey than with vinegar"? Well, you can certainly apply this phrase to media buying and traffic monetization as a whole. Once you have found the most suitable offer, get in touch with the provider and check to see if you can become an affiliate. The best way to do media buying is by dealing with webmasters directly. You simply find blogs, websites, forums, or places where your potential customers can be reached and contact them directly asking about available ad spaces on their website. In this way, you can be super selective with who you contact and choose to only advertise on highly targeted websites with local traffic that's good for your business. The media buyer's language revolves around two things: efficiency metrics and profit. Since time is money, do not expect the media buyer to express himself with long and elaborate words. As I've mentioned above, media buyers' main focus is the profit. The terms, such as PPS, PPL, PPC, and RS are often used by them. PPS, it means pay per sale. When you promote PPS offers, you usually earn more money for each individual sale, but they usually have a lower conversion rate than PPL offers, as they typically require the usage of a credit card. These offers are among the best ones for highly qualified traffic. On the other hand, PPL, pay per lead, is an offer where you get paid each time a user makes a defined action. For example, you can get paid each time a user signs up for free or fills out a form. PPC, which is pay per click, means that you get paid each time a user clicks on an ad or the sponsored link. It's by far the fastest way to earn money. However, the amount you earn per click is among the lowest gains you will probably see in this market. As for RS, rev share means that you get a percentage of what your user spends. This never expires and the user is referred by you forever.